Good morning, Rob here at North Dixie. Going to talk about PM services with you for a second. Now, I'd show you more, but as the moment we don't have the wiring all the way up to the front. We're building this one at the moment. It wasn't wrapped, now it's wrapped. On a PM service, you'd normally start with the lights. That's all would be right here. Imagine it, it looks good. There'd be fenders and everything, there'd be a light right here. You usually start with the lights and then walk around. One of the first things I like to look at though is the upper coupler pin. This is one of the most common things that nobody looks at. It's also one of the most important to me because it's the only thing that hooks the truck to the trailer, so I feel it's pretty important. Usually you just touch the back, and if you feel a big groove, then you'd replace the pin. Just drop the upper coupler and replace it. As we walk down the side of it, you look at your reflective tape, make sure that's all nice and pretty. DOT likes to look at that. Like I said, there'd be a fender right here and the wiring would be going up. But as you walk down, just pull on your wiring, make sure it's all hooked up nice and snug. As you can see, this is not snug, it's not done yet. When you get back to here, we're gonna look at the dolly legs. Usually crank them all the way up, crank them all the way down, make sure everything moves correctly, make sure one leg doesn't tip and the other one does. Check all your brackets, make sure all your bolts are in there and none of the brackets are cracked. These like to crack right about here, so it's really easy to see. Another thing, your sand shoes on the bottom of the dolly legs, make sure they're flat, both touching the ground. That'll show you that the trailer is actually level. And then we just walk back and check our wiring, check our tape, look up, look down. As you get to lights, usually give them a little smack. Make sure everything's nice and sturdy, nothing's gonna fall off. Check your wiring, going through, checking your tape. As you come back to the back, you're gonna look at your front, you look at the front of the tires, make sure there's tread on them. Check for some of your axle movement. If there's any kind of shiny spots, that means something's moving. As you can see, our new electrical is all ran from the back to here at least. We're just running it forward. When you get down here, you want to check on your brake chambers. You usually want to pop these off and put your finger in them. If you feel the spring straight back, you're good to go. If the spring is moved up or down, it's bad. You want to make sure all of your air lines are not rubbing. Nothing can touch or rub. You just bounce it around, make sure nothing's touching. You want to look at your shocks. If a shock is bad, this right here will be dirty and grime, oily. It's very easy to tell when they're bad. And look around and make sure everything looks safe. We'll get back out here. As you come to the back, give your fenders a good slap. Make sure they're all tight. Of course, there's stuff on here making it loud, but normally they won't make a sound. Then when you come down to the back, you want to make sure all your lug nuts are there. You want to make sure there's oil in the hubcap. Make sure all your valve caps are on there as well. Check over the tires as you walk by them. Once again, looking for this. This is your suspension. If anything's shiny, something's moving that shouldn't be. We'll check our tire here. Lug nuts all there. Hubcap's good. Valve stem's good. As we get to the back, same thing really. Check all your lights. Now, if we had our lights hooked up, I would have all the lights on for you. Clearly, this DOT tape needs to be replaced. There's more stickers to go on the back, but like you said, we're still building this one. When you get back here, you want to check your airbags, you want to check your slack adjusters, reach in and grab your the inside of the drum, feel if it's wavy or grooved or anything. These are actually pretty grooved. We could probably change these. DOT tape, that's all there. Give your schmacks around all of your stuff. When we get over here to the ladder, you want to make sure all of your stuff's secure. We don't want no drivers falling off the top. Just yank on stuff, really. Make sure all your tape's good. This ladder needs to be tight and still. Our lug nuts and our hubcaps are all good. I see no shiny spots on our running gear, so it means everything's good down there. Make sure our safety chain is up for our drivers. We don't want any drivers falling off the top. And then just walk down And if it looks unsafe, it's probably unsafe. So definitely check it out. Our most important goal is to keep you on the road. The less time you're in the shop, the more money you're making. And we're happy. So we'd love to see you. Come on down.